Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, episode 30-something. I don't even know right now. Anyway, I just started here because I didn't really know where else to start. This was a pretty central location. And before we go to the Temple of Time, as Raru instructed us last time after completing the Spirit Temple and awakening all the sages, there's one order of business we have to do before we can officially say this game is 100%ed, other than this one item here, which... don't worry about that right this second. We have all the items here, everything's filled in. But we have that nasty, 100th gold Skulltula. And you might be wondering, well, where on earth could it be? Like, we've been everywhere. Like, there's just nothing left for us. I'd like to point out a feature of the overworld map that I'm not sure if it's ever actually mentioned to you. Maybe it is, but I haven't encountered it in this playthrough. So, if you look, when you go to a point on the map, to the left of it will be a little gold Skulltula icon, if you have gotten all the gold Skulltulas in that area. So, the problem with this is, like, in certain places, like, if you went to Haunted Wasteland, there's no dot for Desert Colossus, but it includes Desert Colossus in that count. So, you wouldn't really know if you didn't have that there which place, but it can kind of point you in the right direction if you're a little confused. Like, well, Hyrule Field is pretty obvious one. But like Death Mountain, that includes like Goron City, Death Mountain Crater, Death Mountain Trail, so it only pinpoint it down to a certain extent, but it can tell you if you're missing one. So we are missing one, and so far all these dots, except one, have a gold Skulltula icon, and that's this dot over here in Zora's Domain. Now, I'll be perfectly honest, I don't know if anybody ever found this gold Skulltula until online strategy guides were a thing, or even just strategy guides in general. Like, I guess the strategy guide I had as a kid did tell you about this one, but at this point in the game, you're just kind of like, I kind of want to go to the end. I don't really give a shit about 100 gold Skulltulas. But for this playthrough, we care about gold Skulltulas. So, it's apparently in Zora's area, and it's actually going to be in Zora's Fountain. Like I said, the flaw of that system, it doesn't really tell you where in that specific area that the gold Skulltula is, but that is where it is. And where it actually is so stupid and obscure, I question how anyone ever found it. So I will meet you at Zora's Fountain. Okay guys, I'm back at Zora's Fountain, and it's nighttime, but we want it to be nighttime because it's a gold Skulltula, so naturally it only appears at night. Now I wonder if it's possible to see from just a bird's eye view where this gold Skulltula is going to be. It's really dumb. It's so hard to see. Yeah, like, it's not even something you can easily see from the ground. But okay, what we're going to do is we're going to go over to where the fairy fountain is. I honestly don't know how anybody would... Oh, this is not... this is Zelda. We just push to swim, we don't press A. I honestly question how anybody would think to find this. I honestly don't know. Oh. Oh, I could just, like, not walk into things. That'd be great. Alright, so. Remember these silver boulders that we've been seeing? Oh, see, the one who is waiting for us at the Temple of Time. It could be. We don't know. We don't care right this second. But, these silver boulders we've been seeing and haven't been able to bomb this whole time. Well, apparently, the silver gauntlets are able to pick them up. So, yeah, we do that. And it creates this little nipple in the ground that you're supposed to bomb. And it creates this hole. and it creates a little passageway, and there are invisible enemies, so let's get rid of those invisible enemies. God, this is so stupid. And then you get this climbable wall. Oh, you know what? Let me turn off the lens of truth, so I don't waste any precious magic. Ooh, that reminds me. Okay. Yeah, that actually reminded me. Alright. A not invisible one. And there it is, just right there. Just on the wall. In the middle of Zora's Fountain, in the middle of nowhere. Like where nobody would ever think to look. Like, who's gonna give that freaking silver boulder a second thought? And see, it's like all the way up here. Like I said, I tried looking for it, we couldn't even see it. Like, isn't that just the dumbest thing? But yeah, there it is. That's the 100th and final Gold Skull of Zelda Ocarina of Time. We got a nice little red text here. So I think now would be a good time to do a dive. Oh, that was shallow water. Well, shit. But in fact, now that I know that it's like in that direction, can we actually see it? Okay, you can kind of see it. But like I said, who would think to look up there? Like, nobody would think of that. It's such an obscure... Skull. If you found that as a kid without help, let me know. Because I'm really curious to know how anybody would figure to look at that. So I think it'd be a good time to go to Kakariko Village and see what our prize for 100 Gold Skulltulas is. And then something else I want to do there that I reminded myself of. Oh, also, while I'm on my way there, one thing I forgot to mention that's sort of slightly disappointing about the Spirit Temple, and I'm sorry I didn't mention this when I was actually at the Spirit Temple, was that they didn't really take too good advantage of, like, the whole, time travel thing. Like, they yeah, you gotta go back as a kid and get the silver gauntlets, but they could have done something where, you could have done something as a kid that directly affects something inside the Spirit Temple that would make you otherwise unable to progress. Like, bombing something in the past opens up a way in the future that you can't access. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, in Oracle of Ages, they actually did a dungeon where such a thing happened, where you go into the past and you do stuff that affects how in the future the dungeon is. So yeah, slightly disappointing that they didn't take that approach with the dungeon. But yeah, it is what it is. But okay, so here's the Skulltula house, and the man is now a man again. Oh my god, he's like buff as fuck. Look at how swole he is. Oh my shit, look at that bulge. Oh my god, this is some bizarre... I am a little frightened here. Alright, well, let's see what he has to say. Since you've destroyed 100 spiders of the curse on me has been broken. Thank you. Here's a token of my appreciation. Please take it. You got a huge rupee. This rupee is worth a whopping 200 rupees. Yeah, that is your prize for 100 Gold Skulltulas. Is a 200 rupee piece, which is not something you need ever at this point. Needless to say, if you're just playing this game casually, just go for 50 and stop there. It's all you need. It is worth noting that if you re-enter the house, though, you can get another one, so it's endless money, essentially. So yeah, big fucking deal. You go through all that trouble to collect all them things, and all you get is money. Which is... while I'm here, I want to actually buy a green potion. Because in the last part of the game, magic is important, and it could be easy to run out of magic and not have an easy way to replenish it. So, just in case, we're gonna hold on to that. So, I think now it is time to finally progress and go to the Temple of Time to see who is waiting for us there. You could just warp there, but I think this is more dramatic. So I will meet you outside of the Temple of Time. Alright guys, are you ready for this? To see who's waiting for us at the Temple of Time. Let's enter and find out. I have been waiting for you, Skylar. It's Sheik. Oh. Well, what do you mean waiting for me? Sheik's been around like forever. Skylar, the hero of time. You have overcome many hardships and awakened 6 sages, and now you have a final challenge, a showdown with Ganondorf, the king of evil. Before that, I have things I want to tell only to you. Please listen. Another unknown legend of the Triforce passed down by the Shadow Folk, the Sheikahs. Here we go. Boring cutscene time. If you would seek the sacred triangles, listen well. The resting place of the sacred triangles, the sacred realm, is a mirror that reflects what is in the heart. The heart of one who enters it, if an evil heart, the realm will become full of evil. If pure, the realm will become a paradise. The Triforce, the sacred triangle, it is a balance that weighs the 3 forces, power, wisdom, and courage. If the heart of the one who holds the sacred triangle has all 3 forces in balance, that one will gain the true force to govern all. But, if the one's heart is not in balance, the Triforce will separate into 3 parts, power, wisdom, and courage. Yes, we knew this already. I feel like these stories are just repeating. Only one part will remain for the one who touched the Triforce, the part representing the force that one most believes in. If that one seeks the true force, that one must acquire the 2 lost parts. Those 2 parts will be held within others chosen by destiny, who will bear the Triforce mark on the backs of their hands. So this is like a Deathly Hallows thing, right? 7 years ago, Ganondorf, the king of thieves, used the door you opened in the Temple of Time and entered the sacred realm. But when he laid his hands on the Triforce, the legend came true. There's some more of No Link Bud again. Look, you can see a gap between his tunic and his leg. The Triforce separated into 3 parts. Only the Triforce of power remained in Ganondorf's hand. The strength of the Triforce of power enabled him to become a mighty evil king, but his dark ambitions were not satisfied. To gain complete mastery of the world, Ganondorf started looking for those chosen by destiny to hold the 2 other Triforce parts. The one who holds the Triforce of courage is you, Skylar. No reaction. And the other who holds the Triforce of wisdom is the 7th sage, who is destined to be the leader of them all. And that is the other big reveal, the big plot twist of the whole game. It is I, the Princess of Hyrule, Zelda. I apologize for meeting you in disguise, but it was necessary to hide from the King of Evil. Please forgive me. Sheik was hiding as Zelda this entire time. Now, if you played Smash Brothers, this is not a surprise. On that day, 7 years ago, Ganondorf attacked Hyrule. I saw you as I was escaping from the castle with my attendant, Impa. Oh, speaking of her, I'll come back to her in just a second. I wonder if that cutscene... I thought I shouldn't trust the Ocarina to you. I thought that would be our best chance. But nope, you fucked up, girl. You done fucked up. As long as you have the Ocarina in your possession, I thought Ganondorf could never enter the Sacred Realm, but something I could never expect happened. After you opened the door of time, the Master Sword sealed you away in the Sacred Realm. Your spirit remained in the Sacred Realm, and then the Triforce fell into Ganondorf's hands. He went on to invade the Sacred Realm as I touched my boobs. Ganondorf had become the Evil King, and the Sacred Realm became a world of evil. All this is an unfortunate coincidence. I passed myself off as a Sheikah and hoped you would return. I waited 7 years. And now you are back. The Dark Age ruled by Ganondorf, the Evil King, will end. The 6 sages will open the sealed door and lure Ganondorf back into the Sacred Realm. I will then seal the door to the Sacred Realm from this world. Thus, Ganondorf the Evil King will vanish from Hyrule. Skylar, in order to do this, I need your courage again. Please protect me while I do my fart. And here is a weapon that can penetrate the Evil King's defenses. Oh baby. The power given to the Chosen Ones, the Sacred Arrow of Light. So I wanted to mention back when I finished the Shadow Temple, Impa talked about how you shall talk to Zelda soon. And I think that was a leftover reference to when the Shadow Temple was, supposed to be the last one. So ideally, you would have finished the Shadow Temple and then gone to the Temple of Time and talked to Zelda, hence why she mentioned very soon. You got the light arrow, set it to sea, and your arrows will be powered up. The light of justice will smite evil. So this is the last arrow upgrade. Oh shit, shit's happened. I think the Temple of Time's getting destroyed. That rumbling, it can't be! So Zelda's pretty much a fool. Did Zelda shrink? Look how tiny she is now, compared to Link. She was actually pretty much the same height as him, right? Princess Zelda, you foolish traitor. I commend you for averting my pursuit for 7 long years. But you let your guard down. I knew you would appear if I let this kid wander around. Yeah, let's just say that. Yeah, I let him wander around. My only mistake was to slightly underestimate the power of this kid. Oh, she gets a pink crystal elevator. Excuse me. No, it was not the kid's power I misjudged. It was the power of the Triforce of Courage. But with the Triforce of Wisdom that Zelda has, when I obtain these 2 Triforces, then I will become the true ruler of the world. If you want to rescue Zelda, come to my castle. Man, that's intense. So, that was a lot to take in. Other than Zelda being a cross-dresser. Yeah, so now we have the light arrows here, so we officially have every item slot filled, all the heart pieces, all the gold sculptulas, all the songs, all the medallions, everything. So yeah, this is what an 100% file looks like right here. This is what the items should look like. You should have the mask, or any mask really, because you can switch them out after the fact, but if you just do the minimum there, yeah, you should have the mask truth there, the claim check. You should have 0 beans. I mean, I guess technically that counts for 100%ing, right? Getting all the beans. You don't necessarily have to plant them all, because if you remember, I did plant the one in Gerudo Valley, but we never even went to that. I don't honestly even know what that one does. Maybe I'll show that off in a bonus video, just to show what that does. I think I've shown what all the other ones do. The one in Kokiri Forest just brings you around town. The one that's, the 2 in the Lost Woods. The one in Graveguard gives you a heart piece. The one Death Mountain Trail gets you a heart piece. The one in Zora's River takes you through Zora's River. Desert Colossus brings you to a heart piece. Death Mountain Crater brings you to a heart piece. Lake Hylia brings you to a heart piece. And that one in Gerudo Valley, I don't know. I don't know really even where it brings you. So I'll keep that in mind for the bonus videos. So, with that being said, let's make our way to Ganon's castle. Oh, I think one thing I could show in here that I I neglected to show off, but it's kind of cool. It's something with the redeads. Let me pick one that's kind of close to another one. Let me kill this one. Now, one cool thing is when you kill a redead, other redeads will come over to where the dead one is, very slowly. Let's see, maybe now this one will work a little better. When you kill a redead, the other redeads that are still alive will come over to the dead one and actually like mourn and pay respects. I've seen them actually bend down before. I don't know if that's just in the 3DS version or what. Oh god, it was like right there. So yeah, that's kind of cool. Like they actually give them some sort of reaction to other ones dying. Well, this one doesn't give a fuck apparently. Alright, apparently they don't give a fuck that that one died. Alright, cool. Yeah, I just thought I'd show that little cool thing off. Kind of neat. Alright, so now we're back at Ganon's castle. Skylar, can you hear me? It's Rauru the Sage. We six will gather our power to create a bridge to the castle where Ganondorf dwells. The castle's keep, which is known as Ganon's Tower, is protected by 6 evil barriers. Bring down the 6 barriers and save Princess Zelda. That was a cool little dramatic moment there. Alright, so this is inside Ganon's castle. Got a long staircase here, some BMOs that we can kind of just walk past. We don't need to worry about that. We enter this room here. It's a giant tower, like I guess a little thing. We can't enter. And these little light barriers, they all seem to correspond with a certain sage. So basically what you have to do is you have to go into each little trial area and, you know, complete it to make the little barrier go away. And unfortunately I hate to do this, but I think I'm actually going to end the episode here. I'm getting quite tired actually, and I thought I'd be able to finish the game tonight in this one session, but Spirit Temple. Actually, I started a lot later than I meant to. I got distracted with stuff, but yeah, I did the Spirit Temple and this video all in one session. So I'm actually getting kind of tired now. I meant to start hours ago. I thought I'd finish the game tonight, but this all took a lot longer than I honestly anticipated it to. So this episode might be a little bit short, but there's a long cutscene. I don't really want to get too far into this, just to end it with, you know, just a little bit into it. So next time we will definitely head straight into Ganon's Tower, head his castle, and do these trials, and that'll definitely take up a whole episode on its own. And then the second episode will be the showdown. So thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, you could you know, give the video a thumbs up. Let me know if you like what I'm doing. You can subscribe for some more content, and there's a little hidden area over here. It's got some fairies and some business scrubs that will sell you some potions and stuff if you need it. Just mention that fact because it is there. So feel free to leave a comment down below, or reach out to me on Telegram or Twitter at Skylar Severico. I don't think I mentioned this in the Spirit Temples. I completely forgot to mention the whole leave a comment thing, but oh well, not a big deal. I'll put that name in the description box and at the end of the video, as I always do. I love you all. Please come back for next time as we start to finish up Zelda Ocarina of Time.